Hello, Bridget here. Welcome. Thank you for watching. In today's video, we are going to be making beef stir fry that is juicy, tender, with beautiful sticky glazed pepper sauce. I will list all the ingredients in the description box below as usual. I'll start by cutting up my vegetables. I'll cut up my onions into chunks and I'll try to separate the layers apart. After which I'll cut up my bell peppers and my green onions and I'll set them aside. Every pepper stick deserves to be juicy and tender. Starting with tender cut of beef will help you get that juicy and tender beef stir fry that you want. You will have to consider which part of beef you are using. You can choose from the ribeye, the strip loin, the scotch fillet, or the flank. So here is my beef. You also want to look at how your grain or your muzzle in the beef will run. My muzzle run in the direction I was showing, so I'm going to cut against the grain. Cutting against the grain is going to shorten up the muzzles in the meat. This will help us get that tender beef that we want. You also want to cut your meat in thin slices so you can get that soft or tender beef as well when you cook. So our meat is all cut up now, so we are going to be marinating it with these spices. I'll start off by adding my steak seasoning. I'll add some soy sauce, baking soda. I will talk about baking soda and cornstarch in a bit. I'll add some garlic, sesame oil, and lastly I'm going to add my cornstarch. I will mix everything together until they are well combined, and I'll cover and let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. So the baking soda we've added is going to help tenderize our meat, and the cornstarch will help give our meat that soft protective layer that will make our meat very juicy and tender. Now let's move on to making our sauce. So I have here water in a bowl. I'm going to be adding some oyster sauce. I'll add my ginger, some low sodium soy sauce, white vinegar, some honey, black pepper, and some garlic. The honey is going to help balance even all the flavors together. I'm going to stir and set it aside. I place my pan on fire with some oil in it. You want to allow your oil to be very hot. And I'm going to place the steak in individually. You want to avoid overcrowding it so they can cook evenly and fast. I will be cooking on each side for about 2 minutes or until they are beautifully caramelized on both sides. After 2 minutes of cooking, I will give it a turn and cook on the second side for another 2 minutes. Our meat is all cooked now, so I'm transferring it onto a plate. I'll repeat the process and cook the second batch of meat. Now it is time to put everything together. I've added a little bit of oil into my pan again. I'll add half of my chopped onions. I'll stir it and let it saute for about a minute. I will now add my meat. Remember, our meat is already cooked. Every vegetable is all chopped up together and down, so this process is going to be very quick and fast. I'll give it a stir. So now I'll be adding my bell peppers and the rest of the onions. I will give it a stir again. So everything is just well mixed together. We'll be adding our sauce now. I will stir until all the meat and the veggies are well coated with the sauce. The last thing I'll be adding will be my green onions. I don't want them to be overcooked, so I'm going to be adding them at last. Immediately after adding them, I'm going to turn off the heat. Our pepper steak is ready to be served with your favorite side dish. Looks beautiful and it smells so good in here. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a like, and also please subscribe and also press the notification button so you are notified anytime I upload a new video and you don't want to miss any video from me. So please subscribe, and remember, we are bringing people all over together with food.